All right, we're rolling, guys. So, Dorian, you just sent me this video. I didn't watch it yet. I'm going to pull it up on the screen because I want everyone to see this. Supposedly, it was one of your stories, which was really popular. So, let's watch it. Oh, wow, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a big space. You came across this?
How big?
So that's the gym floor in the mezzanine. So that will be like all cardio up there, and then all the equipment down below. It's 30,000 square feet that you're seeing there. And then underneath the mezzanine will be like where the change rooms are and shit like that, and like the lounge. So that's about 28,000. Then downstairs is another 8,000.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a big space.
So is it 30 plus 28 plus 8 or 28 plus 8?
It's 28 plus 8 for a total of 36.
Okay.
But like 28,000 square feet of gym space when I got in there, because when we did this deal, the building wasn't emptied yet, so it's hard to like imagine. But then like I'm sitting there like space, like measuring things out, and it's like holy smokes, this is a lot of space to fill.
I have 15,000 total gym space, not floor space, and that 36 is huge.
How many machines did you fit in yours?
So we have right now
like 80, 70?
We ordered 60, but that's not including like free benches, like all that other stuff. And it doesn't include cardio. And then we have obviously other pieces coming in the next like 3 months. So I could probably fit 60, 80. I could probably fit 90 pieces comfortably without like it being too fucking.
I feel like for 10,000 square feet of gym space, you can fit like 60 to 80 pieces pretty comfortably.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Muscle Inc. Bethlehem, baby.
Bobby.
Are you loving it there, guy, at the gym? Are you making it there often? It doesn't seem like you're there every day, right?
I'm there like twice a week.
Yeah.
When my Porsche, when the deer hit the Porsche, or when I hit the, what do you want to say? I wasn't. Stupid deer. It did. The fucking deer ran into the damn car, but I wasn't driving there often because I only had the truck at that time, and this thing sucks on gas, and it's like 45, 50 minutes away from my house. So
yeah, so it's gonna be a similar situation to even me too in the new gym. I'm gonna be driving.
Yeah.
Back twice a week probably, right? Not every day.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, so that'll be good.
The Gold's Gym is like fucking 8 minutes from your house, isn't it?
It's like 15, but it's a great gym, that Bridgewater Gold's.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really good equipment in that place too.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff there. They have a lot of different pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're having fun, man. The gym's awesome. You're running into hiccups like we had trouble with the ACs that we had to get serviced and something, things fixed and replaced. So there's always costs that you incur, but that's the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you had you had more guests since the opening that just came, like celebrities or friends?
Yeah, we had another seminar with a bunch of people. All those guys from Gas and Better Bodies came. That's the Cavallino collection. We went to that car show. That's where I got that Urus from.
Yeah, what is that? You were just
it's a car club. So you pay X amount of dollars per month, and the guy's got like 30 exotic cars, and you get to pick whatever you want off the lot. So like in the next couple of weeks, it's Nicole's birthday, so I'm gonna go he's got like a 788 Ferrari Spider on the lot that I think I'm gonna grab for the month.
Oh, that's cool.
So you have it for the whole month?
I have it for as long as I want or as little as I want, pretty much. Yeah.
So how much does something like that cost? How much does it?
It's $5,000 a month.
Great.
But it's like you don't have to worry about the insurance. If something happens to the car, like they have the own insurance. So it's like, he gets like, box tickets. Like I went to the box seats for the UFC fight the other night. Like all that stuff's all included in the whole entire thing. So you kind of get to pick and choose like what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn. Big ballin', dude.
It's a way of having a car without like having the responsibility of worrying about it.
No, and you get variety. You get to switch it up every month. So
like $5,000 a month would probably get you like a Urus, payment. It's like no fucking different.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. So I guess you just have to make sure you reserve the car in advance. Because let's say if everybody wants that Spider car you just talked about. So
I just called him on my way home. I said, hey, I need a car before the 27th, so let me know what's on the lot. And he was like, what do you want? I said, I don't care. I said, I'll take the 788 if they got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but that's badass.
Yeah, it's like a car club kind of thing.
It's a car club. Like a car
I don't know what else you call it. It's called the Cavallino collection.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a car show at the gym.
With just like for everybody to bring their stuff?
Yes, I'm organizing the Pure Muscle Summer Festival. It's July 28th from noon to 5. There's going to be music, which I will be...
Are you DJing it?
Yes, me and some of my friends from the gym. So I'm going to showcase local talent and local companies. So me, Chaz of the gym, Dorian, we're going to mix. Sam from the gym. Johnny Shreve is going to come down and mix. And so it's going to be really cool. Steve is actually an IVB Pro from Toronto. He's going to come down and mix. Car show, I'm going to get all the cool cars from the members of the gym, showcase their cars. And I'll get like luxury cars, extra luxury cars from outside. And
did you talk to European Automotive?
No, not yet.
Oh, I should hook you up with Matt. He's the owner there. They do like all the tunes and stuff. They're in Burlington. They might want to come and do some cool shit.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like the car show part might be one of the easiest thing to do because for some reason I'm not a car guy, but all my friends are. They know everyone, so that will be cool. It's going to be the biggest draw of the event. Actually, it's not going to be the music.
Yeah, our gym in the summertime is like a car show. You go in there, there's like Ferraris, McLarens, Lamborghinis. It's like, what is happening here?
That's crazy. Yeah,
$1 million worth of cars sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a day just for them to showcase and hang out. We're gonna have food that's gonna be out there, food trucks, maybe some local companies grilling burgers, and I'm gonna have a live art being done by like an artist that's like really, 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 really good. It's actually Matthias. You know Matthias? Half decent on Instagram.
Gonna be like painting caricatures and drawing your nose.
No, he's gonna caricatures. That could be funny, but no, he's. I'm gonna pull him up. He's actually his name is Half Decent.
When is this?
July 28th, dude. If you want to come and you want to bring whatever car you want to bring, or just come and hang out. So this guy, see this giant mural he did on the farm. He's gonna do a giant 10-foot wide, 8-foot tall mural live outside while the music's happening, while the cars are there. So that's the guy here.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's really good. He's the one who did my ring tattoo. So which was very simple. It's just one line, 2 lines.
The cool thing is too, if anyone wants to fly in for the event or just come to Pure, there's the Sandman just around the corner that has like full kitchens.
Yep.
Right. You stayed there, Justin, right?
Yep. That's where I stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
lots of good hotels.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be an open house at the gym, but I think I'm gonna make it. Mariah suggested that it's gonna be like a donation base, and we're gonna offer like a suggestion, but we're not gonna refuse anyone. So if somebody's poor, like some kids from some schools want to try the gym, they will only have $2, $5, we'll accept that.
Yeah, you can also do a raffle or something that we can generate a little bit.
Yeah, we could do that too, but because I'm also involving Halton's Women's Place charity, and just to help the women in the area. So that's going to be a part of it. It's going to be a non-profit event. I'm not making money from that. I'm trying not to spend. That's my goal. So that'll be July 28th. Yeah, July 28th from noon to 5. Everyone's invited. So
sweet.
That's
party
awesome.
time.
You coming, Justin and Guy, or what?
I might have to be in Dallas. July or June?
July 28th.
Oh, so.
There's a Dubai Pro at that day.
I got summoned for jury duty on the 29th.
Oh
my god!
Didn't you just have jury duty not that long ago?
No,
like I swear you did.
No.
He's used that excuse before, but this one's actually real.
Motherfucker, do you want to see when this is dated? I just got
this one's real.
You at least in the last year had to like testify for a friend or some some shit, right?
Yes. That's very different. That's true. Of course,
not jury duty. I think Guy as every day of the year with a paper like that, so he wants to pull out something. Oh, by the way, he just pulls out the cards. You're the first guy that I know that actually will go to these ones in real life. I didn't know it was a thing. I thought it was just made up.
I have to. So you're not.
What happens if you don't go?
You'll get fucking a warrant after you're arrested.
No,
you can't just not show up for jury duty. It's like it's like your job as a citizen. Like you're required.
What happens if you couldn't make it? Can you say like, hey, I'm not here that day?
So like if you're a head of a household, so the last time I got pulled for jury duty, I was married. And you had to check every day in the morning, and I've been called for jury duty twice, and I never got pulled into. But you have to be here up until that time because like the 29th, I might not get pulled, but the 30th I can get pulled, or the 31st I can get pulled, or the 1st or the 2nd. So you have to be here for 5 days.
That's weird.
I'm trying to get out of it as being head of household because it's just me.
Breach of the Constitution. We have rights. God damn it,
dude! I have to watch I had to do a questionnaire. I'm in the middle of watching a 25-minute video. Then I have to answer another questionnaire, and then I have to wait to see if I get pulled.
Wow, that's strange.
That would be a cool event though. If I don't have anything going on, and if I get a wild hair,
yeah,
go.
Yeah. What if it's a crazy fucking case and it's like this whole thing?
Banger.
Yeah, it was a banger. Have you ever watched the movie 12 Angry Men?
It's the Scranton Strangler.
No, Scranton Strangler.
No, but have you ever watched the movie 12 Angry Men? It's about 12. You've seen it?
No, I haven't.
No, it's like a movie made in like the 50s, and it's like I was at school. I was like, I don't want to watch this. The black and white from the sucks. It's in the.
I hate old movies.
Yeah, I did too, but it's filmed in the same room the whole time, all in black and white. It's just 12 people arguing, and everybody agrees that it's guilty, but one person. And then the movie's about that, and they talk, and they just this and that goes back and forth, and it was really good. So
it was a nightmare.
Yeah, so it was good, and I was a teenager, so I can't sit still, right? So you imagine that me as a teenager. So it was good though, but I'm thinking maybe jury duty will be like that for you. You'll be like some crazy like back and forth. You'll say no, he's not guilty. Just fucking people, make them stay there for like the whole day.
Speaking of good movies, I watched Hitman last night. It was fucking awesome. Do you guys see that?
Hitman.
Who's in it?
Which one's that?
Is it old or?
No, it's brand new.
Is it from
Netflix?
From the game?
Googling it.
What?
Is it?
It's about a guy who's a school teacher and goes undercover as a fake hitman. It's awesome.
Okay, it's not what I'm thinking. I know what I'm thinking of.
He works for the police undercover, but he's so good at being undercover that it like unfolds. It's great. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, I've seen this the cover.
97% Rotten Tomato. I was going to check that out.
He's not a killer, but he can pretend.
Bullshit, but all right.
No, yeah, he's not a killer at all. He doesn't kill anybody.
Hitman. Did you guys ever see a couple years ago when it came out, Nice Guy? I think it was called.
Is that the one with Bob Odenkirk?
And he just goes on a fucking rampage, beating the shit. Yeah, that one was so good. I didn't expect anything from it. I didn't think it was going to be good. Put it on, and it was really entertaining.
The Nice
Guys?
No,
not the Nice Guys. Nice Guy. If you haven't seen it.
Is that the one with Bob Odenkirk?
Netflix?
It's the guy, Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Oh. Just Nice Guy.
I don't think it's called The Nice Guy, dude.
No, it's called something else. It's called The Average Joe or something.
Type in his name.
What's his name?
And say like the movie. What's his name? Justin?
Nobody. That's the name of it.
Oh, Mr. Nobody.
No, not Mr. Nobody.
No, just Nobody. Just Nobody.
Antoine has been certain 3 times he got it right. He was completely wrong.
Just Nobody.
Yes. Dude, that movie was awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I did.
That movie was awesome.
Wait, is that the guy from Walking Dead?
No, he's Better Call Saul.
Oh, when he's getting punched, he looks like fucking Rick.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're right.
This movie is good. It was like really entertaining.
No,
you haven't seen it, guy? Like look it up on Netflix.
What is it about? Can you give me like a?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what it's about. So if I remember correctly,
the guy who knew the fucking title, please tell me. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I remember a little bit. Dorian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's this guy. So something happens, and then he wants to get revenge, but like he's an average. He's kind of like a retired, whatever, and then he's just
who's living in like
So he's not that good at fighting at first. Does he get his ass kicked or something a bunch of times? And he's just like
he's trying to be an average civilian and just living an average life. He left his past life.
What's that called?
And then
the relocation thing. What do they call that?
Relocation. What it's called. But then basically one day,
like a new life.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like the fucking.
Oh no, you're talking about law-abiding citizen.
We talked about that on here.
Yeah.
No.
That's another one where he's
Russell Crowe and I got my ass chewed off.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. You idiots.
The one I'm talking about is that he's just a dad who loses his daughter or something like that, and then he by the cartel, like shooting and then a
This,
lost bullet.
this sounds like a Liam Nielsen.
No. It could have been, but so he loses his child because with a lost bullet, and then he's depressed. He's depressed.
Nielsen. Now Leslie Nielsen, those are some good movies.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and then he's just an average dad. Then he's like he trains for a whole year, and then he does like training at the range and stuff, and he prepares. He wants to go kill these bad guys. Then he goes to the first one, and then he trips. He gets almost his ass kicked because it's like shit. It's not like I thought. So it's like a reality, it's like a John Wick that's not good, but figures it out.
Great pitch.
See John Wick, you're gonna love it.
No, it was good though because it was
John Wick gone bad.
It's like John Wick, but sucks.
John Wick from Wish.com.
Wish John Wick, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
I was having a conversation with your sister about TV shows, and she was like, she's
seen them all.
Dude, she's passionate about TV shows. Like, she was everything she was throwing at me, and like I would throw her. She's like, I'm watching it. I watch it. Like,
she does it on cardio. She just goes on cardio and she just walks for an hour and just crushes episodes.
Crushes episodes.
She loves it.
Dude, anytime I'm doing like long sessions of cardio, I'm in prep and I can't focus on a TV show. I'm trying.
I know.
I can never do it.
I honestly always just listen to my music. I get like, I like to do some YouTube, but then I'm like music and YouTube,
and then
like podcast and music. Yeah, I can't watch series on.
Dorian, I mean,
I tried.
crushing those Intra HDs, the watermelon, so good.
You love it? Yeah, it's good, eh? No, I know, it's amazing.
I've been doing the Intra HD, like the raspberry lemonade in the morning with my cardio.
The what?
God, my fucking mic. Sorry, guys. I keep like pulling on this cord and yanking my mic off. Sorry. Yanking my.
Yeah, no, they're good. Tim,
the watermelon.
Who was it?
This is the first Intra I've had, but it's watermelon. It tastes like fresh watermelon. So good.
They all taste good. Even the other flavors, like Tim. How do you say his last name? Budheim.
Budensheim.
Yeah. He was just down. He was down for the Toronto, and he grabbed some, and he really liked it too. It's such a good product.
Yeah.
And
Dorian, do you still use Carb HD when you pick the guys backstage?
For some, like Robin, because he's like so lean, his body uptakes it so easy and well. Like, I use Carb HD with him. But for my other two guys, no, we didn't use it. Just some, right? Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like with you, we use it, right?
Yeah.
Sodium.
Let's talk about the Toronto Pro a little bit. You like that segue, Justin?
That was good. That was clean.
That was clean. That was good. That was smooth. That was smooth.
By pointing it out, but
yeah,
I know it's fine. It's funny.
Rate that segue.
It loses its fire when you got to point it out.
It's fine. I don't care about the fire. I was trying to impress you guys.
The point is so that audience doesn't feel the transition, and then
and now they felt it, but it's all right. They're still here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the top five. It was Akeem.
Pull up.
I called the winner, right? I said
You did call the winner.
I don't remember if I said Akeem or Hassan.
I
might have let Dorian.
I had John. I had Akeem right, John right, and Tim right. So
what did I have?
3. You had John and Tim, but you had Hassan winning.
I did.
I had Hassan in second.
I had Q lower than second. So Q, I'm happy.
I think everyone had Q like outside the top.
I think it's just because you go with what you saw, right?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, they're most.
And honestly, what happened is what I thought would happen. Like obviously, Hassan was the wild card, but like I knew John was going to show up nails, and I know he has loads of muscle, so I really saw. I thought John would edge out Quinton, to be honest.
He looked great. He's just too small though.
Yeah.
But he looked impressive. I was very impressed with John.
Yeah. Well, how heavy was he? You think it was 235 or something? 240?
I think he was probably 228 to 232.
Oh wow.
It's just you see him and he does have all like loads of muscle, but when you see him on stage next to Quinton, who's like
next to Tim, wider. Robin, Q, and Akeem,
Yeah,
it's like a 250-pound plus bodybuilder sandwich. It's kind of hard.
The thing with Quinton is just like once he gets that thickness front to back, he's just so big and wide. Like I remember watching him do a lat spread next to Akeem, and I was like, you could put him behind Akeem, and you'd still see like 2 feet of Quinton.
Yeah.
Where if he stepped in front of Akeem, you wouldn't even see Akeem. He's just so big and wide, but he just needs to get more front to back thickness. Once he does get that, he's going to be
Yeah. Okay.
If
Let's
you
go.
haven't
Let's go.
if you
From
haven't seen Quinton in person, you don't really realize how wide he really is.
Yeah, big frame.
Mm-hmm.
let's go from 5 to first, real quick, and let me pull up Tim
Tim.
Budesheim.
Tim is such an impressive bodybuilder. You know, and it's funny because I was sitting there watching and I saw Tim on stage, and when he got 5th place, I thought to myself, man, this guy is like, why doesn't he get
It's the back.
placed higher? Right? Because like he's peaked perfectly, he's dry, he's full, he's
Huge.
and I couldn't help but think it's just gotta be a little bit of a structural thing in posing.
Yeah.
Like the way he hits like his back shots, his hamstrings kind of like there's a big gap between his legs. I feel like if he perfects posing and a little more V taper in the back, like I mean he's crazy. He's super impressive when you see him in person.
Do I saw him in
Like
the
he's
gym?
thick,
It was-
dense. You know, and you're just like, man, this guy is like almost the best he could be.
I
Like he's
thought he
really
was going to
impressive.
be battling for first when I saw him.
From the front, I think he was
Yeah.
beating like all of
It's
these
just,
guys.
his back. Yeah, it's just his
Yep.
back shots.
Yeah.
But the back shots are still. He's still peeled. He's shredded. He's dry. Go to some back shots so we can actually make a proper assessment. When he hits them.
Right here.
See any
So-
back shots?
There's a back shot right here, right now. You see it? The
Yeah.
last
See,
spread?
it's just a little bit like
It's the last
boxy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he's
he's
like
got a
boxy.
wider. His waist looks wider from the back too.
It's a
Yeah.
little wide from the front as well, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more noticeable from the back.
Yeah, the front is chest and delts and arms are so big it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
See a little bit of like
It's almost like he needs to find a way to create more X factor in his back shots
He
because
needs
they look a
he needs
little
bigger
bit
quads.
boxy.
He needs bigger quads.
Yeah.
That way he can create the sweep from the front and the back.
Yeah. However, he can create more X factor to that physique
Mhm.
is going to make a big difference. He's great though. He was at the gym training, and he's great. The guy has such a great attitude, personality.
yeah, he was really, really nice. I was supposed to do legs with him, but the only day that I could shovel
Yeah.
4 cubic yards of gravel was like
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I was supposed to film back with him Tuesday, but he canceled on me because he was training legs with you on Tuesday instead, and then you pulled out.
I pulled out, but then he
That
was
was-
supposed to do legs.
that was
He was
nice.
dude. He was supposed to do legs with Morgan, and then he went to deposit his check at the bank, and he was like an hour and a half late. So Dorian would have waited for nothing.
No,
He would
real
have
men
been,
don't
he would
allow.
have been pissed. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Kudos to him because honestly, when I watched that live stream, he was like one of the guys that was clearly nailed and peaked the best.
Yeah, look at it. Look
He
at
was
this
fucking-
quad shot right
he was
here.
really good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's gonna keep going, right?
he is. I talked to him. He's Vancouver, Chicago, then maybe Tampa. He's going back to Tampa to stay in Tampa and train with a friend.
Yeah.
So he's
He's doing the whole tour. These German
doing the
guys,
whole
they just
damn
don't give a
thing.
fuck. These German guys, they don't give a fuck, huh? They're just like because the two people I know is like him and Roman Fritz. They're just like they could compete like
50
Forever.
times over.
Roman,
Yeah,
did
it's like-
14 shows last year. Had 2 hip surgeries.
who did
in the same year.
Yeah, he did,
who did
and he just had another hip replacement. And
oh
it's like,
Roman did yeah
doing
I
another
don't
show.
know that's crazy. So
It is.
congrats to Tim Budesheim, very good showing. I think you just keep building your physique, and eventually you'll get that qualification 100%, get that win 100%. Because if you look at this side chest here, like that's pretty freaky, you know. I mean, there's guys with side chests like that at won pro shows before. So,
Yeah.
so 4th place is
Rambo.
Strambo, Robin Strand, right here. Let's
He
go
put
see
up a
Strand.
pretty cool 1 year last Toronto to this Toronto. Pretty
that
cool to
rear
see.
lat spread.
I think it was back double. I think
I
he
think
put
so.
up.
Oh, it might have been a back double. Yeah, I know it's a back shot.
Right here. There you go. You switch up the leg, so this thing has more detail.
Yeah.
It seems
Oh,
like,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
Put
it's
it
just
pulled
more
back.
balanced. And
Yeah,
I got him to
more
pull his
balanced.
trunk up too over his hip, so you see more of the glute on both sides. And
Yeah.
I feel like it makes a big difference for X Factor because he has such developed like glute muscle.
Yeah, he's
He
obviously
does, yeah.
a lot thicker through the upper back and everywhere, really. But
Yeah, look at the
the
traps.
posing, he's so much more square and dialed in. Like that left hip isn't
Yeah.
rising. Like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
looks like he
dude,
really
at,
figured
at,
it
at the gym, there's only one person that poses more than me when I prep. It's Robin, and it's by far. So
He
this.
is like a fucking
Oh,
soldier.
so
I
it's
went
gonna.
in there and he's got his music on. He was drilling rounds from last year, listening to imagining he was on stage again, listening to the show, hitting the shots as if he was on stage again, like just going through rounds.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
dude, that's fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
He
Yeah.
was. How much weight difference do you think that was?
Yeah, it says plus 5 pounds in improved conditioning. So it looks
Yeah.
like he put on like 7
Damn,
pounds.
he said it. Yeah, it was 5. It was actually, I think, closer to 6 pounds.
But still, I mean, especially where he's at in his career, like how many guys are just still slapping on 5+ pounds a year?
And that was
when
with
you're already 250 on stage.
and that was
what do you
no
think,
progressive overload there, Justin.
Was he the best condition
What's
guy
that?
at the show?
That was no progressive overload there, Justin.
Oh no, huh?
0 progressive overload was done.
Oh, that's last year.
More than one way to skin a cat, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's a shot right here. Boom.
I know. I watch his training, and it's like you can fall asleep halfway through a leg extension rep,
Yeah.
and wake up just to watch him finish it.
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah. I think he's had a lot of injuries. I think that's what Dorian was saying. Is like a lot of the way he moves is just really fucking slow and intentional to make sure that he doesn't fucking blow his.
Yeah, his chest was striated like.
Trained with a lot of intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like he actually, funny story about him and Big Mo. So Big Mo was trying to train with him. So Robin comes.
Hey, Antoine, your mic.
Is
You're muted.
Is my mic good or no?
You know
good now.
what I just did, you guys? I was coughing and I went to go mute myself. I muted Antoine.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
dude. I wondered if I almost didn't admit to that. I was almost like, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
Glitch.
So what I was saying is, so the funny story about Big Mo and Robin. So one time, Robin was supposed to train with Morgan McDonald, my training partner, when he first moved here. And then Robin brings his hypnosis guy at the gym, but he didn't warn Morgan. So the hypnosis guy thought that Morgan would be down with this. So he starts doing some stuff with clicking the fingers and moving stuff. And then Morgan is like, sorry, Robin, I can't do this. he just pieced out. Then he told me, like, what the fuck is up with that? That's his hypnosis guy. And I did it one time. And to be honest, I did.
Does it work?
The set I did before he did the thing, after he did the thing, was one of the best clients.
He did the thing.
It's like he talks to you, your eyes are closed, and he just touches your shoulders a little bit, and then just like touches your head, and he makes a little noise like that, and he tells stuff, and then at some point he's like, "No, you gotta do," then you just go open your eyes, and you're super focused.
Pec deck.
Yeah, no, I did incline the Smith, but it worked because it's like guided meditation.
Heightens your focus.
Yeah, it's like guided meditation, but you got to be down for it. Like if you're not down for it,
you got to buy into it.
Yeah,
I'm more of just like a fucking. I turned on Van Halen and it's time to go, baby.
Like if you would have said like, "Oh, now take off your pants and jerk off," I would have not done it. It's not like that.
That's
what?
You're such a liar.
No, you know, like sometimes
that guy
in my head.
Like, put your pants back on and quit jerking off. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah. No, because in my head it's like when I see hypnosis, I see these people on TV doing like jumping one leg. So I thought, my kid, I was afraid that somebody could do that to me without all my consent. You know,
You're going to start walking around like a chicken.
Yeah, exactly. At the gym.
Yeah.
So Anyway, congrats, Robin. His best showing ever.
He crushed it. Yeah.
Very cool. Is he doing more shows, Dorian?
Yeah, he wants to do Vancouver and Chicago.
Nice.
That's cool. All right. Well, good job, Dorian. You picked in the best.
4 and 6 weeks out or something like that.
Yeah, 4 and 5, I think.
Yeah, I think it was the best condition guy from the show.
I've heard a few times that Chicago's an easy one to win.
Really? I know. I heard that too.
I won that one too.
Nice choice.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Both of you guys won it, so that says something.
Yeah, 2 fucking losers.
Hey, what do you think, Antoine? What do you think? Because Tim came up to me at the show and he looked over to Robin and he was like, "Do you know him?" Tim came up to me and he was like, "Do you know him?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Robin. It's my client." And I'm like, "Most conditioned guy in the show." Because I could tell he was like, "Why did I guess I didn't realize at that time he placed ahead of him." Oh. He was like, "No." He was like, "I am." And I was like, I go, you're but Robin's very conditioned too. You guys are both very conditioned. Then he kind of fucked with me because I was like, well, Tim is really conditioned, but for some reason on stage in person, my eyes for conditioning and balance and like head to toe conditioning always went to Robin up there.
Robin has like more detail and separation.
Where Tim's more like granite.
Yeah.
He's really dense and hard. Robin's more, that's a yes.
Robin's like newer muscle.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what it is?
Right.
I think Robin's lower half.
More X factor.
Yeah, Robin's lower
back double.
Yeah, Robin's lower half is like just was crazy. So and usually
Tim's like how Ian would get it, where you don't really
yes
lines and just
granite hard, dry
for sure.
Yeah.
And another guy that was super conditioned actually that could be change our opinion is actually John Jewett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was impressive.
So here's a front double. And
you know what's crazy though, Antoine? Even these pictures, these do it no justice. Like he was so much more conditioned than he looks. Everyone was more conditioned than they look in these pictures.
I know, because if you look at a picture like that, this is like, holy shit. Then on stage, the lights are different. You don't see this as well, which is weird. In person,
right? He was head to toe, just striated. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I wish he had more. Let's see if he got some stuff here. Oh, he's whiskey sour.
Get it, Johnny boy.
He's on a bender. He's on a bender. He's lost it. Oh, here's Prince.
I'm surprised him and Akeem though didn't come to the gym.
Where did they train? They tried to Freebird.
Where would you train? I mean, why would you? Yeah, that seems like the obvious move.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know John really appreciates good equipment, and I thought it would have been cool to have him there.
Is that the only picture he posted from the show? Is that front double? I saw something. No, there you go.
I know.
Top right.
No, right there.
Posted everything.
Whole bunch of them. There was a whole bunch there, Antoine.
Really? 1 sec.
Did you come to Pure? He's gonna send you that automated message that says, "I don't really get back to." Every time I message him, it's like that automated. He has an automated message that says, "I don't really respond to these. Send me an email." Yeah. Maybe it's not so like that.
Oh, there's some pictures here actually.
All the way to the right. Yeah, all the way to the right.
Okay. Because this guy has a wide guy waist, right? But he sucks it in pretty good, and he even does a vacuum, and it looks good because of his lats are pretty big. So I think for waist control, and he actually does a lot of very good posing tips, John.
He's probably one of the most educated and best teachers in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right? He does a really good job at teaching. Yeah, he's great. He puts out a lot of free content that's really good for bodybuilders.
I think John's content is super underrated, and it's like you see it not gaining a ton of traction on social media. And I'm like, God, dude,
look at his forearms here.
I talked to him a couple years ago when he started doing it and seeing about getting him aligned with the brand with HD, just because I saw how much value, how he was just starting to put out content, and I was like, man, this is really, really good informational, it's really good, valuable content.
And I've never done any, but he has all his courses, all his coaching courses and things like that. But I know are really detailed.
Yeah. Is it called J3Y?
University, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the traction through the chest, shoulders. Look at the forearms here. That's some crazy forearms. You think he pronates a lot?
He's got great development head to toe. Yeah. Just structurally, not the
the structure here though.
Yeah.
It's a good structure. I think it's just because he's short. Sometimes you could.
He's just a little more narrow in the clavicles,
I don't know. He looks pretty wide there. He's just
that's a good shot though.
He sucks in really good when he hits this.
You also got to remember, he's standing by himself, and he was wide for a 212 guy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's impressive for an open, but I'm saying his real weakness is that he's just more on the narrow side compared to the open guys. And he moved up into the open, and I think that's where I just think from this way, he just needs more, he's got to get a wider back.
Bigger chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look. My weakness is narrow shoulders.
I just said it.
And smaller frame that I can't change. I know. You guys, it takes one to know one, huh?
What?
A 212 guy.
A small 212.
But you can't tell he's narrow here because he's standing by himself. What I pointed is if you put Akeem next to him, he would look a little on the narrow side.
You can look at a picture of Phil and notice that Phil had narrow clavicles.
Oh yeah.
But but you see it here in the rear double more than anything.
Yes.
So, guys, you think
guys?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go ahead. Okay. So sometimes I realize some guys are so thick in the erectors, they lose the line because the guy's shredded, but they lose the line here that separates the lat from the erectors. Do you think it's just because there's so much size there, or it's
For
just
me,
genetics?
his arm is up high. If he pulls down like he's doing a lat pull down, that might pop.
Oh, okay. Maybe like
'Cause he's here, right? And like for me, when I did a back double bicep, I squeezed down to pop
more.
all the
You're more
back out. You know,
you're more squared off. The triceps are more like parallel to the
yeah,
floor.
he almost looks like he's like this instead of like this.
Yeah, creating too
Yeah.
much length.
Maybe, yeah, because it's like stretched out here.
He
see
might
that?
be a mid shot.
No, what I'm saying is his arm is
Oh, yeah, true.
towards the curtain
Yeah.
like this.
Either
Hey,
way,
who?
this is a sick shot. He looks
Oh yeah,
good.
for sure it is. Look at this. See the
Glutes, hams, details.
glute ham, and I think somebody pointed out that look at his thigh gap here. That's pretty low. The like chaff galore. Chaff galore.
Yeah.
This guy uses baby powder for sure. There's no more hair growing there. Yeah, so good job to John Jewett. I don't know what he's doing else. I think he had another show in mind planned already.
But that was a really good shot.
He looks crazy.
So that's like those top five. I mean, that was conditioning from 5th, 4th, 3rd. Crazy. Those guys all nailed it.
Oh, I was talking. He should jump in Toronto. Yeah, JBU, J3U, or JBU University.
J3.
All right, now let's move on to our runner-up
Big Q
of the evening. Big Q created some controversy
well, Dorian,
within.
You obviously played a role in this. What were your thoughts on Quinton this weekend?
But how much of a role did you play? Let's just tell people first.
So the show was Sunday, so I think it was the Friday or the Thursday, like 10, 12, 11 days out?
Leading into the show.
Okay.
It was a Thursday, so Thursday to Sunday. What is that? 7, 8, 9, 9, 10 days. And he had already, or was it the week before that?
No, we were in Florida, bro.
It was right after we got back from Florida. So.
Yeah, it was only 2. How many weeks was it between New York and
2?
3. There's 3. But we spent that week in New York.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. We were in fucking Florida.
Yeah. So when I got back, it was just like sort of asking me advice, and I was trying to guide him, but he was eating a ton of food. Like he was eating good, like clean food, but like fatty ground beef,
5K
that had like 30 grams of fat in the meal.
Big high days.
So yeah, I was just like, I got to the point where I was like, listen, man, like I don't mind advising you and helping you, but like I would really feel more comfortable if like you actually send me your diet, because like I don't want to be like I need to like have a better overview of what's going on. And so then I just like gave him my advice on the diet, where I think he should change things and eliminate fats. And then maybe like a day later he was just like, hey, listen, like can you just take over fully? So that's when I just cleaned everything up and had a vision. At that time, he was 276, and I knew he needed to be around 270. Between New York, you can only put on so much fullness and so much size, right? And I know a lot of people, I've watched other podcasts, and I was watching one with Ian and the guys there on Fuad's podcast, and they were saying like, oh, there's no way he lost 10 pounds of muscle because, you hold a 10-pound plate, you know how much muscle that is. And I agree. It's a ton of muscle tissue. Well, what people don't realize is if you lose 4 pounds of muscle, that nets like 15 pounds of body weight because of the amount of water, the amount of glycogen, like muscle 75% water. So there's a lot of weight, a lot of volume that comes with losing 3-4 pounds of additional muscle tissue, right? So I knew, like, he's probably going to be around 270, 268, 270. And that's sort of where he landed. He landed, I think, the morning of, it was like 269, 270. By the time he's on stage, probably just 270. And I think that was the best he probably could have done with the amount of time he was given, right?
Yeah.
You can only do so much in a short period of time. For him to further improve, he's just going to need more time.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what was he in New York? 262 or something?
I think it was 262. Yeah, 262 and a half or
so about 5 or 6 pounds up, right?
He was like 270 the morning of. So what is that?
8 pounds.
Like 7, 8. Yeah, 7, 8 pounds. which
we
is
pull
like
up?
realistic, right? Like to put on any more than that, I don't know that you
Yeah.
can without retaining. Because when he was up to 276, there was a lot of water in the lower back and the glutes. The body is too much.
Yeah, for sure.
And my worry was like if we kept the calories that high, that's going to be accumulative and be really hard to strip off.
I got the before and after shots from the show there, so we can actually compare the two showings. So here's the New York, different lightings, always So here's the shot from before. And the thing that I can notice now, I didn't notice before, but I think it might have been drier in New York, because if you see the arm here, the connection is all the way here.
He was
Here it's
definitely
not.
drier and more conditioned in New York, maybe a little sharper, but I don't think that equated to a better look. Obviously, what we saw
No.
was the better look, but there was some exchange for dryness and conditioning for that fullness in that short period of time. Now, maybe you could have pushed and fed up for 6 weeks, filled out, and then came down and been equally as dry and filled out.
Tough to say though, because it's like certain areas, right? Like maybe, but then you see the pecs. His pecs are fuller and drier.
Well,
certain body parts.
I'm going to call Quinton out right now. He needs to zoom in on that left picture so it's the same. He's making himself
And then,
oh, you think so? You think he did that?
I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but like go to the next one.
Yeah. Oh, this one?
No, go over one more. See what I mean? He's like zoomed out.
I know what you mean a little bit.
I don't like I said. I don't think it's intentional, but it's not like
no. Shoulders are way fuller.
But he's.
I know it's his glutes. His glutes and hamstrings.
He didn't post it. Did he move himself?
Did we lose you, Dorian?
Oh,
can you hear me? Someone tried.
Cut out, Dorian.
Someone tried to call me.
Yeah, we
I was just saying it's usually a trade-off, body part for body part. Some body parts will be fuller and drier. Some will lose a little bit. So I noticed on the side shots, his glutes are showing.
I thought in his side shot, I thought his side shots and some of his front shots were better. I thought he looked worse in the back shots here than he did at New York.
Go to the back shot.
I thought I think he's much more improved here than New York, but like I don't unless
it looks like he put on about 3 inches on his hamstring, so I don't know how you can say that. Just thigh gap.
But closing a gap with water and maybe a little muscle, that to me is not as anybody can fill up on garbage.
The biggest difference right here is just the posing. He's not cranking his glutes all the way, and he's pushing his hips.
Yeah, but I think he's way hard. He's way harder and more. I think that's. I think the left from the waist down is more impressive than the right.
Yeah, it is for sure. But I think when we're talking about the thigh gap, that's just a simply pushing the hips back and getting the adductor show. That's not necessarily like fullness or anything, but maybe there's some fullness that contributed to filling that in. But I know that like when he was posing right before New York, he was posing like that, and then him and Matt, I think, adjusted. Because if you watch Quinton do it, he struggles to find that point where he's like hips are locked in place, adductors are showing, glutes are tucked in. He's like almost struggles to find it.
He was practicing for a while, and he said he got it. But when you change something a few weeks out, it's always hard to really nail it on stage because you're stressed out. And
this was probably the best he could have looked with the added weight and the pulling back down into condition, because it was he played one of these games. We went up and down, then up, and then tried to go. It's not easy.
This clip was awesome. I loved seeing how much support he got from.
Oh yeah, his music cut off. I don't know if you can play it for.
I know.
Yeah, the track was the crowd.
Let's go!
That must have felt good though.
Yeah,
that must have felt good.
I mean, where should
The song
I
bugged
really
out.
Be careful with this music; you'll get fucking copyrighted.
Oh, well,
I know. I mean, from where he was at to then seeing him on stage like this and enjoying himself, it was really awesome to see.
Yeah.
Like I think his side chest was improved.
Yeah, he's bigger. So I think for him, it's like.
Corey, you said it too. You're just some areas of your body are not going to be better, and that's why there's judges. If I was judging the show, I thought from the back he was way worse than New York. Not way worse, just I thought way sharper at New York than Toronto. But the side shots and like some of the front shots, I thought he was substantially better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he wasn't as sharp from behind. I think overall the look was improved with the fullness. But again, there's a fucking game of
And listen, it could have been the lighting too, because I don't know. I think you guys both said it that the lighting didn't do John Justin's didn't do so. It could also be the lighting that it just doesn't look good to me with his tan and skin tone.
How crazy is that shot though?
So it's really good structurally.
That's
it
crazy.
Doesn't get much better than Quinton.
No,
I gotta ask, and I don't know why can't Quinton fire his pecs in the fucking most muscular shot?
Oh, I don't know why.
I think I sort of know why.
Jay didn't.
You know, it's a no story. I'm not trying to interrupt, but like he does this where he like comes into the front double and he X's out.
And then you see them.
Like,
you see them.
His pecs are fucking fired.
So go. I can't see Justin Antoine. So you go. So you see. What do you see?
What I'm saying is like when he comes into a front double and like shoots his arms like this.
You see it.
Lines
so I think I know why. I was trying to determine this too. So you see when you just did that, where did your bicep go? Right, you're shortening your pec. Your humerus. Quinton's forearm is so fucking long. When he comes in like this, his humerus is way the fuck over there.
Across.
Even when he does his most muscular, his arms are pointing out, where he needs to come in and grab the wrist to bring the biceps closer to the pecs to actually get them to fire harder.
Just do a crab and cross.
Yeah, he needs to bring the arms, the biceps, closer across the chest to actually get it to contract.
You can see it like
Jay used to do that too. Jay used most muscular like this, and his chest would never. It wouldn't be. If you go look at Jay's Cutler's most muscular, he doesn't have striations here.
Yeah.
Because his arms are so big that he couldn't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I watched him walk out and just go like this, and then
you see it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then he's sitting this most muscular, and I see him like kind of
flipping.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, but look where Jay's biceps are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, all the way out.
Yeah, if you bring those biceps in,
look at the hand on the hip, though. Look on the
the hand on the hip, he's got it.
Bam, pecs are nailed.
On one side.
I get it, but also I think something needs to happen where he can connect.
Oh, I know.
Connect.
There's another guy who does that too.
Hold on. Perfect comparison. The top two. Look at the one where he's doing the most muscular, where he's out here, and then the one where he's like this.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
But also Derek kind of has that same issue when he hits the most musculars, right? I mean,
yeah.
Now go to the top left.
Yeah. You know who does that too?
Yeah. I think I sent you. We were talking about this.
Yeah. Where is it?
He goes like really wide with it.
Okay, let me find.
It's like they're showing shoulders and arms.
Yeah, maybe.
I know I've seen it before where he's like.
Yeah, I just want to show people to so they shouldn't do this. Great guy. I just don't like his most muscular. And you think that's mid shot?
Is that really it?
No, you think that's mid shot, but on stage that's what he does. Mm-hmm. So let me try to find a video on stage. You think? See, that's better. See that?
That's good.
That is good.
I don't know if it's worth spending too much time, but
no, that picture was very representative of what we see.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever I show you guys there, that was it. All right, so let's go finalize Q here. We were right here.
I felt like Q posed his back though. I helped him open up where he wasn't like the mid back in New York. If you find two pictures, was very crunched, and I got him to open up his mid back so it created way more width. Where his traps were like twice as wide.
He looks good there though. I guess he was maybe a little bit sharper in New York, but I see why he didn't like it. The fight was a little bit thinner.
Well, yeah, he was much rounder.
I mean, I think they obviously had to just push really hard to get here. I think if they were able to fill out, they could have had a really good look in New York, but it just, I think his body, they just fucking ran away from him.
Yeah. Oh, here's a back shot from that was probably like the day of the show or something, right, Dorian?
Yeah, I don't know if he's he's not doing it there. He does his back double bicep a few different ways.
One thing
he has like two or three.
And I don't want to make this some weird thing. We're just criticizing everybody's posing, but like the front lat, he's just drop the shoulders, front and rear lat. He does this where he raises really high, like
that. I mean, Ian does that a little bit. Ian did that. It's a trick. Some people, if you ask some people, if you ask Phil Viz, hey, he would tell you to shrug a 1/4 inch on the front lat spread.
Yeah, but,
But
it's
then-
not. It's not helping.
But then if you're on
Like, that
stage,
was
you
really
think I
straight.
gotta shrug, you just shrug too high.
When he
Yeah.
shrugs too much, it makes his upper chest look flat.
Yeah.
And then in the back shots, it's just like I think he could if he was just relaxed. I think his back would look fuller instead of kind of elongated.
See, he's pushing the glutes back a little bit more now.
Mm-hmm.
There, it's in between.
It's better. That I fully agree with that posing for sure.
Yeah. I
Pushing
never
hips
did
back.
that. I should try it. Regan loves that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it
Oh,
fucking
see
feels
Q at
good.
19.
It's crazy.
Natural Q.
Cutie Q.
Yeah. Cutie Q. He wasn't big Q.
What's the plan, Dorian? Do you guys have,
It
you guys
wasn't
have
big- it was
plans to
cute-
go to the
cute
show
tip.
or what?
He's just looking at the schedule now and deciding. You know, he's got to do blood work and see where things are at because it was a long year for him,
Mm-hmm.
and then just decide. I kind of feel like just because he's had a long year, it's probably a good idea to like pick something later in the year
Yeah.
and qualify, and then just take the whole year to do the Olympia. You know, I think that's probably the smartest
Do you
thing to
think
do.
something after the Olympia, like the final?
Yeah.
qualification?
Yeah, I would look at the end of the year, and then that way it allows you to rebuild, get back to where you could have been this year,
Yeah,
and then catch another rebound and take the whole year just to prep for the 2025 Olympia.
for sure. I think
You
with
know?
Quinton, I know he was really upset about like, obviously with how things went, it was just really a bummer. But like that extra tissue he put on, it's still going to be there. All his
Yeah, it's gonna.
ridiculous potential he has is still there. Like very minor setback that like in a year. you
Yeah,
won't
it's
even-
gonna all come back.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
muscle
And it'll
memory
look-
is a thing.
Yeah, but this is a really good thing for Quinton. I think mentally and for his confidence is good.
Yeah. He
100%.
redeemed himself, that's for sure.
Yep.
First thing I texted him was redemption, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. He was really upset. So I'm really happy that he was actually finishing that little prep on a good note.
On a high note, yeah.
Yeah,
Almost
and-
winning.
Yeah, and talk about the winning. Here's Akeem
You see that
Williams.
transition?
I know, I keep doing them.
Right into it, baby. That's nice.
Yeah.
You're a pro.
All right, so you know what? I want to see this one first. So this is the picture I saw the day of. I was like, all right,
The
Okay,
crazy
well.
dryness and detail, like this is amazing.
yeah,
Very good.
and I think this is one of the most side shots I've seen of Akeem, the most condition. Maybe it's the
That
it's-
was gnarly.
that's
most
crazy.
detail.
Look at
That's
this.
gnarly.
Look at his glute in the rear or
I
the
know.
side tricep.
Yeah, he had a lot of detail.
Yeah.
He was very dry.
There's like sections to
It-
this.
It's
Yeah.
funny because when I saw him walking around backstage and like, you know, in his shorts and his knees and his calves and just seeing how sucked down he was, I knew he was like, this guy's in shape.
Yeah.
Like he was definitely like smaller, and even walking around, you could tell he was like didn't look that huge, but when he hits shots, it's like holy shit, the
Yeah.
amount of
Holding
muscle
that
he
front
has,
double.
Well, look at the
how
arm.
thick he is,
He looks big.
a lot of
man.
density.
See the forearm here, the brachialis, the bicep, the shelf rear
Yeah.
delt.
Yeah.
It's
For-
crazy.
for
He's got
When I
that.
saw the-
He's got that front to
That's
back
the most
thickness.
dense, grainy gnarliness I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a,
he
that's
looks
a,
good.
That's a
If
decade.
he
of-
brings that to the
fucking-
Olympia, people will be in trouble.
Yeah.
He
I
looked
think so.
good. The only issue is in Olympia, the top guys now, is just because Akeem is all upper back and he's missing that lats.
Yeah.
It's tough because like he doesn't have any the lat anymore. The lat is like, I don't know if it's atrophied or like,
It's always
But,
kind of
like-
been like that, and there's just really it's like a structural
Oh,
thing,
right
an
here.
exertion
See
thing.
that?
There's just no.
yeah, there's no lat. It's literally teres, mid back, and then lower back.
Mhm.
So a part of me is like, how do you even win a back to a bicep without lats? Like there is no lats, guys. There's no lats there.
I know.
What? I wonder why.
Terry's rhomboid straps, erectors.
Literally, there's no. So I'm just like, he's always going to lose that shot, especially in like an Olympia lineup, right?
But and what's crazy is his back lat spread is pretty impressive.
Because he's thick. He's thick in the mid back and the traps, you know what I mean, and the
Erectors.
lower back, erectors. So he's able to push that out, and you see it spread in the
He's got
teres.
those fucking squatting 900-pound erectors.
Yeah, he's thick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Maybe for people watching who aren't familiar, this is one of the strongest
Strong
bodybuilders of all time
guy.
ever.
Yeah, Akeem is very strong in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah.
I know he's kind of changed a little bit, but like Akeem from 5-6 years ago, the way that guy would train every day in the
Beast.
gym.
The reason
Wait,
why isn't his
Stu.
nickname the Beast?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. He is a beast.
I thought the whole show was really good. I mean, all divisions, like figure, women's physique, fucking everything. I mean, we saw some really impressive. And
You know
you
what's
know what's
funny when I
crazy?
see-
Like it was
Yeah.
stacked. Holy
Dorian.
shit! I couldn't believe how many people were there. In every
Dorian.
class, it was fully stacked.
Yep.
So there had to be a last minute thing with Hassan because was there a diuretic or salt issue? Because that's what it looked like when I saw it.
Yeah. So
Like,
so
there was
what
a-
ended up so what ended up happening with Hassan? I think we might have spoke about this on the podcast before, but at like maybe like 12.
Very sodium.
Yeah, so at 12 days out, we ended up. I was at 2 weeks out when I was in Florida. I messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, when I get home, I want to talk. I want to talk about switching gears and maybe do Vancouver." And then we were talking. He was telling me about some of his past experience in preps and how like aldactone always worked really, really well for him. So it led me to like think about, okay, well, like maybe he has an aldosterone issue because certain way he reacts to certain things, especially sodium. So we dropped the sodium for 2-3 days, and he put in some potassium salt, just the potassium, no sodium in it,
Mhm.
and he dropped 10 pounds and looked drastically better. So I was like, listen, that is an insane improvement in a short period of time. If we can manage this aldosterone issue and figure it out, I think we can come in pretty fucking damn good. So over the next day, he got better. And because of that, we did use aldactone. But I think what ended up happening was because we started it
You need
at
sodium
say
back home, right?
no, because his body like holds on to sodium way different. So up until like Thursday, he was kind of maintaining weight, even gaining weight, and getting drier every single day. And I was like, man, if this trend keeps up. And he was like, I don't go flat on aldactone. I've never gone flat. I've never gone flat on it. And I'm like, okay, his body is just like holding on to like a certain sodium composition. But then the Friday, he lost like a pound overnight. So I fed him up more carbs. Then the next day, Saturday before the show, he lost even more, and it was too late. So it's like once aldactone pulls sodium, it's pulled sodium, it's flushing, and now what happens is it also blocks reabsorption of sodium. So now if you try and jam sodium back in, even if you were to use insulin or something to jam it in, it's not going to rehydrate the muscle cells. So he started getting really flat, and he's not peeled, right? He was getting dry. He was getting hard and good enough that I thought he could still place top in the show. But with that little last minute, like too many days on that, you probably can only stay on something like that for maybe 7 days. By those last 3 days, it pulled too much, and it was like trying to revive it. It was like
Would fat would have worked, like fat loading him, or no?
nothing at that point, man. It was sodium. In order to be a muscle to be hydrated and full, you need 3 things: you need carbohydrates, you need fluid, and you need sodium. Well, we can control carbohydrates and we can control water, right? But we can't get sodium in there. So it's like the muscle, he was keeping fullness in his good areas, but his areas like glutes and hamstrings were losing condition and fullness, which is just exposed. He got flat, super flat.
Should you have, knowing now, would you have added sodium in?
I did, but his body would not uptake shit.
So
Aldactone blocks it.
Start the aldactone.
That must have been like 10 days out.
Yeah.
Maybe 9 days. No, 9 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
So his body wouldn't uptake any sodium.
You think in the
So it was
future,
just
like forego the aldactone and just manipulate sodium?
Well, that's the great thing about Vancouver is that we actually have time now to just not add any sodium to food and play with potassium and see if we can just like manage his aldosterone issue and get into good condition without having to even use any like diuretics or anything. We have time to further get him conditioned hard, manage fatigue, back off cardio, focus on training legs hard and performance. Because this guy has always ran himself into the ground until the day before the show.
Yeah.
Any coach he's worked with, like you talk to Chris Aceto, I guarantee you he was doing 2 hours of cardio until the day before the show. Everyone just ran to the ground because it's hard to gauge like what's going on with his body, right?
If he's sodium sensitive, why not keep his sodium completely out or as super low as you can, and then
It
do
will
like
be now.
burger fries, half a diazide, and fuck because you're gonna have to pull, and like how long can you keep sodium out with a diuretic? It's like
I don't think that goal should be for him to not use a diuretic at all. Get him so lean and hard.
Is he just crazy responsive to food? So like you give him like a little bit of carbs and he's blasted.
Justin, turn your mic up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's pretty responsive to food. You know, I think it's going to be really interesting having him go into New York and not doing more than like an hour of cardio, because he's always done 2 hours, right? So his legs, dude, I really feel like his glutes and hamstrings, he actually burns up muscle tissue, I think, every prep on his glutes and hamstrings, because the cardio he does is a step mill. He's on them constantly. Have we ever seen his glutes and hamstrings like stripped and like, wow, that muscle is really clean and clear? It looks like it got beat up, you know, because it did.
Yeah.
He was on them. There's calves too, right? Like they're not popping like clean.
Yep.
So I think this is going to be really fun the next 4 weeks. You know, just seeing how you can bring him in and possibly not use any of that stuff. You know, so we'll see. And now that the metabolism's elevated too, you know, and the thing with Hassan is like when you look at him, if he does nail it, because this stuff's really hard on him. Like he takes, you know, his fans are really hard on him. He bodybuilding is his life, so it means so much to him. He's trying everything he can, and people like, you know, say crazy shit online. But like if he can nail it,
fucking rough, man.
But imagine this guy nails it, and his glutes and hamstrings are as hard as everything else can get.
Man, yeah,
he's best in the world. You know, he's right up there.
Yeah, he's crazy looking. I mean, he has all the muscle in the world. Structurally, he's good. It's just like if he's peaked and nailed and waist is in tight, then he has.
And you know what the crazy thing is about this whatever he has going on with sodium composition? I told him, I said it's a blessing and a curse, because I truly believe this has allowed you to be able to grow like crazy and be strong. Your muscles are hydrated, they're efficient. So from a muscle gaining recovery standpoint, you have an advantage from this. But from a conditioning standpoint, you have to find out how to manage the water, because he's so, dude, he does like.
Somebody would look at him and think that he still had to diet down when he was just, I could tell he was flat as hell.
Dude, he lost 10 just from making the sodium manipulation like 2 weeks prior. He lost 10 pounds of sub-Q water. It showed up when I saw him. I got back from Florida. Upper body was all hard, veins everywhere, and he was like soft when I left. Crazy. You know, so if you can get that response of the lower body and everywhere and keep him maintain fullness and condition, you know, it's going to be very dangerous.
So I think we should maybe switch up to the classic guys. So congrats to all the open guys, obviously. So classic guys, I think we could talk about 2 guys. That'd be good to end the podcast. The first one, we're gonna start with number 2. He deserves a shout out because he's from our gym right here, Pure Muscle Fitness.
Bias fuck.
Well, shout out to Blake, he crushed it.
Justin, you sound so low, bro.
Really, it's that bad? If I lean in,
me, yeah.
Yeah, no, hold on a second.
I think he's fine. Maybe it's your speakers. Maybe
because everybody else is louder than him, so it can't be fine.
I've had this issue before where I need to adjust it because I can tell in my headphones if I'm here, it's great. But
well, put the gain up a little bit on your mic.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Do it on the mic itself, like in real life.
It doesn't. It doesn't adjust.
No, there's no knob.
No, hold on.
There's no knob.
I'll give you a knob.
Do it in real life, Justin.
Yeah, fake life.
Is that better?
Dorian's picture is not even here. Dorian's gone.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Wait, how's that? Did that work?
Oh,
is that better?
That's amazing.
Hello. Is that too loud?
It's too loud.
Okay. How's that? That good?
Now you're back. Now you're very loud.
Go back a little bit.
What about now? Now I'm just relaxing and talking. It's normal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Turn it down.
Hello. Hi, guy.
Hi.
Okay, here. I'm gonna adjust it on the system rather than here on. My wife is vacuuming. Damn, I hate it when she cleans.
I hate that my wife's not a dirty fucking disaster.
It's okay. Maybe Aaron can do that in post edit.
I gotta pee.
You got to
All right, I think I'm good now. Now I wasn't paying attention to my readout here. Now I see it.
What's this? Oh, it's Walker. That's not what I want to show. All right, let's see this here. So Blake added, I think, was it 10 pounds, Dorian, in a year and a half?
No, it was over 15. I think it was like 617.
Before drying out, right?
Yeah. No, I think stage weight.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to
crazy.
Cameron and them, and yeah,
That's wild.
That's crazy.
You know what I think it was, dude? I just can't help but feel like it's the Elevate.
I think so. It was once you got that cream of rice in there, right?
What else could it have been?
Straight glycogen loading.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him and Niall. I think his name is Niall.
Dude. Not that I don't want to like take away from him or anything, but this guy, I thought it was just Instagram magic how small his waist was.
No,
but I think it honestly translated like better on stage. He looked crazy. Anyway,
he was good. I saw him backstage, Niall, and I was like, Callum was telling me like, yeah, he's great, but he's a little bit small, like he's a little bit light, and I was like, what's his weight? He's like 225, 5'11". I'm like, that's fucking huge. But anyways, I see him backstage. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He looks crazy just walking around. He looks even crazier walking around than he does hitting shots.
Yeah.
And then when I saw him and Blake on stage hitting shots, I was surprised how much Blake was pushing him because I'm used to Blake's physique too, right? Yeah. So when you see someone new, I was like, holy shit, who is this guy? But Blake was like pushing him. I actually thought Blake had him on some shots just with like density and he's a little bit more detailed in areas. But that guy was so impressive.
Yeah, if you got the quads here,
so impressive.
He's just doing the little push out to get the lines. He's not flexing them like he does, and the lines are coming more.
Yeah. He's young too, though, right? I think he was like
23, 24?
Young. He's mid-20s.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Bright future, man.
Blake, for sure. But Blake did amazing. So Blake's going to keep, I think he's doing ND next. And shout out to the ND promoter. She's actually, I think it's a woman. She's actually inviting him.
Blake what?
Huh? Sorry?
Blake what? Blake, what's his last name?
Course.
Blake Course. So the ND.
He's my partner with Elevate, the cream of rice guy.
Oh, okay. Blake Course. I got it.
He crushed it, man. And Blake, keep going, buddy. You're going to win a show for sure.
Oh, for sure. He did the Olympia already once, so I think he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Cute little son and his wife, Sarah. It's a beautiful couple. It's funny, like people have said that Taylor's mom the other day, so the Blake comes over and Sarah, and she was like, who the fuck are these two people? Like, why are they so gorgeous?
Two picture-perfect people,
yeah. What is that couple? Is it from a movie or something? It's pretty funny.
Pisses me off.
All right, so the first place winner was Niall.
Let's go. I gotta watch Nobody.
One Punch.
No, is that the name of the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking,
is it?
Were you on here?
I already forgot.
Were you on here? Were you
Nobody.
on?
Nobody.
You dope.
All right.
There's Nobody. All right, you're right. It didn't sound right.
All right, so this is him just hanging out. The
He's got
quads are
such a
flaring. Tiny waist. So me, if I let my belly out like that, disaster.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I gotta be like flexing.
I got a picture of me. I got a picture of me at the Olympia with like both hands up. Like it's like this black and white picture. It's like epic, but like my stomach looked like shit just because I'm like hands up. I'm like,
I know.
Sucks.
So annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I got my right oblique over the years. It's just been like shooting out more and more. It's just the right.
I couldn't have a big stomach if I fucking tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also couldn't have big arms if you tried.
Come at the guy when he's retired.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Look at this. Look at this.
He's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Fucking.
He's even more impressive in person.
See, that's a crazy six pack. 1, 2, 3, 4 symmetrical six pack. Like.
Perfectly square in
right.
line. Yeah.
It's like left to right. He's symmetrical. Proportion top to bottom. Great. Waist is small.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Just cleaning.
Glutes are good. The
Fucking up my
sweeping is.
volume.
It's like if you would draw a classic shape, you know, you would probably draw something like that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
not Chris Bumstead.
And is
I
he?
mean, Chris Bumstead
Was
is
this
like
his?
that a little
Was
bit.
this his pro debut? Is this his rookie season? 'Cause I've never heard of this guy before.
I don't know.
Callum coaches him.
Dude,
From the
look
UK.
at his back. Dude, look at this.
He's diced.
Yep, looks sick.
Look at
That's
that butt. Look at
diced.
that butt cheek.
It didn't translate on the live stream quite like this. I'll tell you that. Because really, watching the live stream, I thought Blake had it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was close, and I thought he looked sick. But like, then I saw some pictures on Instagram. I was like, oh shit.
I actually thought Blake. I could have gone either way.
I think one thing I gotta ask Blake. There's one pose he does. He bends his leg too much on one side. It's like it's weird. Like because I think his presentation was a little bit better. Like I think a classic it counts more. But I'll ask Blake because Blake's a friend. I'll ask him. But there's a shot he does. His one arm bicep. His leg could be placed differently. So I don't know who's helping him with posing.
I know.
Look at this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's great. That's awesome.
That's nice.
So he has 10 pounds until the weight cap still. So
Jeez,
that's crazy.
good for him.
I know.
Did we show Maya last
No,
time we
I
did the
did.
podcast?
I did last, but let's do it again. Let's end
But
with
shout out
that.
to Maya.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So
boy.
she told Jasmine she got sick, huh?
Yeah, she won her pro card. Obviously, everyone was really impressed. And that night, we talked about doing the pro show the next day. Got her, IFB membership, and then all of a sudden, she just got hit with something, and like she was like, vomiting. She was nauseous, and it didn't let up. It just like stopped like yesterday, I think. So she was like pretty down and out for like 2-3 days.
What a shame.
Which is such a shame.
Yeah, all the nights get sick in a year.
So I don't know if she used any diuretics, but when I was younger, any diuretics after a show would fuck my stomach up, and I would feel like I had food poisoning right after a show happened.
Good old vitamin C.
Every show.
5-6 grams a day.
Yeah, vitamin C does the job.
Crazy muscle bellies.
And you're 123 pounds.
Wow, she's incredible, man.
Yeah, she's super good.
And she's young too, right?
22.
God first. What's
So
her?
all the fucks don't go sliding in her DMs like creeps.
She has a boyfriend.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I said, for all you creeps on sliding her DMs, you're like, she has a boyfriend. That's the whole quote.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I misheard. So, Greek, is that a Greek flag? What is that flag?
I don't know what it is.
And what's the other one?
Where?
Oh, that's Canada? That's Quebec?
What flag?
Can't see it.
I don't know,
So
there's
is she
two flags
still
right
planning
there.
on competing this year, or is she just going to shut it down?
Yeah, we're looking at. I think even like a later show, get the qualification, and then compete at the Olympia next year.
Yep.
Gives her
I mean,
time.
she's-
That's
full
her
year.
before. That's her before.
Yeah, it's her at like 17, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Right? I mean, isn't she like? It says it was
2019.
five years ago. Yeah, so 5 years ago, she's 17 years old. Dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, dude, she's 22. She's 17.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
right?
Yeah. Not normal.
Better legs than most 17-year-olds men.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
congrats.
impressive.
She would have. Dude, you think she would have won the show?
I didn't get a chance to see the figure
Yeah.
division, but maybe Justin maybe watched it.
Yeah, I did. I watched it with Jasmine, and it's pretty competitive. I mean, that man and chick got third, and you guys
I
all
know
know what she looks like.
a lot of muscle, right?
Yeah, she looks bananas. Top three were really good. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't seen her in a lineup like that. I think she could have held her own for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So congrats to her and you, Dorian, for the pro card, the new pro creator in Canada.
That's
no?
Hani's name. Is that Hani's name?
Proprietary,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
a pro creator. But
And then there's also the There's the producer. I think there's another coach that.
Hold on.
There's-
Yeah, there was pro creator. There was what was George Farah? at that time, like everyone had a name. George Farah had like Pro Maker, or no, Pro Maker was it FAC?
Oh, maybe.
Was it FAC? Factory?
Fac Mubarak.
Yeah, like everyone had a name there in that era.
I know. What was
Godfather of bodybuilding was fucking Charles.
Yes,
Yeah.
still is. So what was Aceto's guy?
Technician.
Technician.
That's right.
Mhm,
That's
technician.
right. Yeah.
Everyone had a.
Chad
What
Nichols
was
was the
Chad Nichols, the mad scientist. No. What was it?
Milos the Mind,
The
In
mind.
the mind.
right? Milos.
Belows the mind.
Yeah,
What's Chad
that's
Chad
funny.
Nichols? The chemist.
Oh man.
He's
I
the
forget
diet
George
doc,
Farah's
the diet
name.
doc on Instagram.
Yeah, Diet Doc. Yeah, it's a Diet Doc.
Diet doc.
The diet
Yeah.
doc, yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't George Farah just like the pro guru or guru or something?
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it was
It's
something
the
like.
Guru. Yeah, I mean, he even has a documentary called
Yeah.
The Guru right now.
Yeah, maybe it was the Guru.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
George
funny.
Farah Guru. Just says the guru. The guru.
Hey,
Remember when FAC was pretty big there though? Eh? FAC had a run.
Everybody worked with him.
Yeah, he had a run there. What year was that? Was it like 2010?
I worked with him. I worked with him 2011, and one of my
Yeah,
first
20.
second
yeah.
at my first pro show. The first time I worked with him, and then I won, and then I did the next year with him, and we just couldn't. I did 6 shows, and he just couldn't. We could not nail my conditioning.
Yeah.
And then
I
he
mean-
actually told me he thought I would be better with Aceto.
I remember when I was training with Fuad, and Fuad was just like, I can't do this anymore because FAC had like so many vitamins and minerals,
Bro,
like every
laundry
meal.
list, laundry list.
It was just like
Long-
a meal of vitamins.
It was
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
I don't like that.
So Jay told me, or later on in my career, that he would do PB and J's in between his meals for extra calories. He would like fry them on a pan. But when I was with FAC was big with fucking pierogies. You know,
That's
those-
totally just because he liked them.
probably. Because when I first started working with Aceto with bagels, muffins,
Yeah.
English muffins, toast, Pop-Tarts, toaster strudels. It changed after throughout the years. It just
Does it relate with you, Guy, when someone says like 6 chick, 2 muff?
That's all Aceto. That's the laziest diet. When my clients are like, this doesn't seem too in depth, I'm like, motherfucker, you see what I was getting for a couple grand a fucking a year.
I know. Literally, like it would be like veg. Like he wouldn't say how much or how. It was just like it was so like 6 chick, 2 muff. It was so
2 whole, 5 white, 1 seed.
Yeah.
It's like
all of it was short form. Nothing was a full word. I had to find a Chris Aceto client to get
how's
it
this,
like
Dorian? How's
fucking
this?
translated.
Did you work with Aceto? Right, you did.
Yeah, 2 years.
How about
yeah.
this? When you like, hey Chris, what do you want me taking? Like in the beginning of the prep, what do you have? I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to get?
Yeah, what do you have?
And I'm like,
What do you want right now? Yeah, that's
I
fine.
know. Yeah.
yeah, keep doing that.
And
Yeah.
then Regan
I
with
remember I'd ask him about training. Hey, what do you think for triceps? Like, do you think this? And he's like, I don't think it really matters. He's like, just do it.
Just train him hard.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, Regan showed me a message one day. He said a big
Really
update.
bad.
Yeah, he said Aceto a big update and stuff, and he was waiting for like his diet to go before like a carb up, whatever. And then all that Aceto said was like best bin, 12 chick, 2 muff. That's it. Best bin.
Chris's responses are just the best.
Yeah, it's like cryptic. You gotta decipher it. You gotta know. I guess you gotta know him. But hey, straight to the point. If you have a lot of clients, sometimes you don't want to fucking make everything. Oh, I got a funny story about Aceto actually. Guy, let me know if it's something you would do. So there was a client that hired Aceto. I won't say who it is. I think it's Canadian. I won't say who it is. And then he was like doing his own thing. And then he didn't tell Aceto like he was doing. So then Aceto comes in the room and he said, okay, so you've been doing this and this, right? said, no, actually, I did this something else. Aceto didn't say a word and then left the hotel room. Just
Yep. Because every one of these dumb interactions, Chris has told me about. Because he thinks when people do that, he thinks they're so fucking stupid. He gets so mad. He'll call me. He'll be like, "Guy, listen to this. How fucking dumb are people?" And he'll tell me.
yeah, that's a funny.
Aceto is hilarious.
So, I guess it's true.
Chris is very quiet, but he doesn't tolerate any bullshit or like nonsense. He will do what you just said. He'll just walk out of the fucking room.
Yeah, you know what I said, Dorian?
No, I just got back.
So this Canadian guy who hired Aceto for a whole prep, but then was kind of doing his own thing sometimes. So for just before the show, for peak week, whatever, Aceto comes in the hotel room. He said, "So you've been doing this and this?" He said, "No, actually, I feel like I've been doing this. Instead, I think it's maybe better for my body." Aceto didn't say a word, just turned around, left the room, just never came back, never talked about it again.
Wow.
I love him.
I mean, I don't blame him. If a guy's like, well, no, I haven't been following your plan at all. You want to take over and fix it? Like, no.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I liked.
Yeah.
Chris will just go. Chris will go. Yeah, just keep doing it. It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of my most enjoyable preps, I think, with Chris in 2013. I think I enjoyed.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, I loved it.
That's cool. All right, I gotta bounce. I gotta eat a meal like Guy now. So I think we're good.
You're definitely not eating asparagus, broccoli rabe, and chicken with no carbs. I highly doubt you're doing that.
No, I'm gonna do chicken,
Burger fries.
and a source of carbs.
It's gonna do 6 chick, 2 muff.
Yes, this
Listen,
chicken.
I know I talked about it
3
earlier.
muffs.
Anybody wants the Intra HD watermelon flavor, use promo
Oh,
code
nice. Hey, you know what I saw on the counter at Pure? Some Kratom Uprising extracts.
Kratom, you Canadian fuck.
Kratom tabarnak.
Kratom.
Kratom tabarnak.
Kratom behind the counter.
Yeah, so you're the Kratom's in the gym now. Kratom in the gym at Pure Muscle Fitness. If you guys want to get some,
Are you excited about it?
I can't use it, so I'm
I
excited.
know.
I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you guys, though. It's a good packaging. Like it's like 15 gummies in there, and if you want to read more about the benefits, DM Guy. How's that?
What did you get, Dorian? The uprising ones?
Yeah, we got a bunch of whatever was left with Uprising, and then
They're so dude. They're the uprising gummies. I can't wait for the other ones to come out.
they're my favorite.
You
man.
do you have more of the Uprising vials, guy? Like the fucking the 60 meg bottles?
Shots?
Yeah, the shots.
The uprising ones.
Yeah, the old school ones.
I think Mark. I think Mark might have had some left.
He sent me some a while back, and I guzzled them all.
Mark is now moved to Utah for the remainder of the year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, they gave him the national sales director of like Ultimate 45 and Uprising. So now
Oh, wow. Good for him.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
He also seems to just be incredibly passionate about what he's doing, and he seems to love it. That's cool.
Mark really believes the true benefits of Kratom. You know, because you have people fucking, that say and post dumb shit because they don't know, facts. And Mark is very passionate about what he believes that plant, that alkaloid actually does to people. So,
I listened to a little bit of that podcast with Feroci. It was good.
and it's so funny. Seth's impressions of how I talked to him on the phone was fucking having me. I don't know if you saw that part.
I didn't see that part, no.
But yeah, Guy called me. He's like, bro, you got to fucking try them. Just the way his impressions are hilarious.
Good guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And
Good
on
shit.
that note,
All right.
All right, boys.
Peace out, guys.
All right,
But,
gentlemen.
yeah.
Peace.
So next episode, I think we can do like a little preview of the upcoming shows. I guess the Indians, all that stuff. We'll
The
get
Indians?
into that next time.
We're going to fucking talk about Indians? Why?
Their land, it belongs to them. No, all right.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Peace out.